This is the first session of Secrets of Davening and Nissim. We know that during davening, it's possible for a person to influence all of the worlds, and that there's an infinite number of worlds, and that we don't understand the power of davening. Yet, when we daven, we need to believe in the influence that we're having, and we raise ourselves up to that level of influence. In Breishis, Yaakov gave the bracha of Shechem, which Rabbi Nachman says refers to three levels: the world of Shvelis, which is this world; the world of Kochavim, which is the constellations, Mazalos, and the world of Malachim. And davening raises us up to the world of Atzilus, which is a higher level than all of them, which means that when a person davens, they're able to influence, have a direct relationship with Hashem, who influences the Malachim, influences the Mazalos. So when a person is in this world, we naturally feel the influence. We feel the fact that there's moods, there's times, there's seasons, there's moments in the day, there seems to be events, seems to be what's called the zeitgeist, which is the spirit of the times. The spirit of the times can exist for decades, can exist for seconds or a microsecond. These are all the results of mazalos, of malachim, who are carrying out the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And those in turn are produced because of the influence of a person's own actions, oftentimes unconscious, oftentimes actions which we are not in control of. Through davening, through concentrated effort, we're able to gain control, conscious control, and develop a relationship with Hashem, which allows us to rise above and to become Kaviyachol, a partner with Hashem, and to enter a relationship to ask Hashem to gain control and to give us a good result, to give us shefa, positive influence. We do this through concentration. Rabbi Nachman also says that through complete concentration, anything is possible. There's the example of the karate expert. It's known that there are karate masters who can actually break bricks, which might be a foot thick of concrete, solely with their mind, through concentrated effort. And this is really a mashal. We're able to, in fact, break worlds, break universes with our mind through concentrated effort, through prayer. The stance that we take with Hashem, which we learn through Veschanan, is one of asking Hashem to enter into a relationship with us of matnas chinam. This is the way of the tzaddikim, not to ask because of our zechusim. And the reason is because, in point of fact, there's no possible zechusim. As Rashi points out, when a person gets, when a person gets to the next world, as the Nefesh Shimshon points out, we're asked, what are your zechusim? And the person starts to talk about the Torah they learned and the mitzvahs they did, and the Beis Din Shalmaila says, worm, you were fortunate just to be in the presence of Hashem and to serve Hashem. That alone was your zechus. You don't possibly have any zechusim that comes to the toenails of Hashem in any kind of way of meeting Hashem's measure for what He provided for you. So don't begin to try to have a relationship with Hashem based on your zechusim. Rather, the better stance is to relate to Hashem as a child, because as a child, a father, a parent will always give their children, whether they deserve it or not, out of love. And so if we come to Hashem and say, you're my parent, I need this. Can you please do this for me? I don't have any zechusim. I want it as a matnas chinam. Then we begin to form the proper kind of relationship with Hashem. The space we stand in when we daven is actually the space of the Kadosh HaKadoshim. It's the space of the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippur. We are in the Kadosh HaKadoshim. We are there opposite the Keruvim. It's the moment when we're asking for kapara for the entire Jewish people, kapara for ourselves. And that is the place with the greatest amount of shefa and influence in the entire universe. It's a place of quietness, of stillness, from which we're able to ask from the position of matnas chinam to help us rise above the kochavim, above the malachim, for the ultimate shefa, and ultimately to bring the reality of the Mashiach in this world. The ultimate prayer is for the Mashiach, which is oftentimes misunderstood as a pat phrase. Mashiach is a real person. It's a real, will come in white robes with several other tzaddikim following. Will come to the Temple Mount. Will reinstate the temple. Will reinstate the avodah. And will reinstate the dignity of the Jewish people.